Date a man who doesn't think you are complaining when you are teaching him your love language.
What if I told you that the most crucial moments in any relationship happen not during the romantic highs, but in the minutes and hours right after intimacy? Most people completely mess this up, and it's destroying their chances at real connection before they even realize what's happening. I'm about to share 3 non-negotiable actions that will transform how women see you, remember you, and whether they'll ever want to see you again. These aren't just suggestions, they're relationship game changers that separate the boys from the men. Before we dive in, let me be crystal clear about something. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. This is about becoming the kind of person who naturally creates deep, meaningful connections. The kind of person who understands that true intimacy extends far beyond physical moments. So here's the reality check nobody talks about. After intimacy, most guys either disappear emotionally, fall asleep immediately, or start acting completely different. They think the hard work is over, but actually, it's just beginning. These next few hours will determine whether you're just another forgettable encounter or someone who leaves a lasting positive impact. The first thing you must do immediately is create emotional safety. Listen carefully because this is where most men fail spectacularly. The moment after intimacy is when women are at their most emotionally vulnerable. They've shared something deeply personal with you, and their mind is processing 1,000 different thoughts and feelings. Your job is to be present. Not physically present while mentally checked out, but emotionally available and attentive. This means putting down your phone, making eye contact, and showing genuine interest in how she's feeling. Ask open-ended questions like how she's doing or what she's thinking about. But here's the key. Actually listen to her answers without trying to fix anything or offer solutions.
Every man wants a good woman until that good woman requires you to be a good man.
Many women have told me that they can instantly tell the difference between a man who sees them as a person versus someone who sees them as an achievement to unlock. The way you behave in these vulnerable moments reveals which category you fall into. If you want to build something real, you need to show that you value her as a complete human being, not just a physical experience. This emotional presence also means being comfortable with silence. Not every moment needs to be filled with words. Sometimes just lying together, breathing together, and sharing quiet intimacy speaks louder than any conversation. The goal is to make her feel safe, valued, and respected. The second critical action is to communicate openly and honestly about what just happened. This doesn't mean you need to have some deep, philosophical discussion about the meaning of life, but you do need to acknowledge the significance of what you shared together. Too many guys either act like nothing happened or immediately start talking about completely unrelated topics like work, sports, or weekend plans. This sends the message that the intimate moment meant nothing to you, which can be incredibly hurtful and confusing for women. Instead, express genuine appreciation for the experience and for her. Tell her how you're feeling in that moment. Maybe you feel grateful, connected, or amazed. Whatever it is, share it authentically. This kind of vulnerability actually makes you more attractive, not less, because it shows emotional maturity and self-awareness.
Believe in yourself. When you think you can't do this or you're just not good at it is the time you need to believe in yourself the most. The way you look at yourself is the way the world will look at you.
Also, be clear about your intentions and expectations moving forward, but do it gently and without pressure. If you're hoping to see her again, say so. If you're not sure what you want, be honest about that too. Women appreciate honesty over false promises or confusing mixed signals. This communication also includes checking in about her experience. Was she comfortable? Is there anything she needs? This isn't just about being polite, it shows that you care about her well-being and pleasure, not just your own. This kind of consideration is rare and memorable. The third and perhaps most important thing you must do is follow through consistently in the days and weeks that follow. This is where the majority of potential relationships die a slow, painful death. The guy who was attentive and caring in person becomes distant, inconsistent, or completely disappears afterward. Your actions after intimacy speak louder than anything you said during those vulnerable moments. If you promised to call, call. If you said you'd like to see her again, make concrete plans. If you expressed interest in getting to know her better, actually invest time in learning about her life, dreams, and interests. Consistency doesn't mean being clingy or overwhelming. It means being reliable and trustworthy. If you establish a pattern of communication, maintain it. If you make plans, keep them. If you say something matters to you, act like it matters. This also means treating her with the same respect and attention when you're around other people. Nothing destroys trust faster than a man who acts one way in private and completely different in public. Your behavior should be consistent regardless of who's watching. But here's what really separates exceptional men from average ones. They understand that intimacy creates responsibility. Not legal responsibility or obligation, but emotional responsibility to treat that person with care and respect. When someone trusts you with their body and emotions, that trust should be honored, not taken advantage of. Think about it this way.
Ladies, never take off your clothes to show love to us guys. Find a man who brings you to family dinner instead of his bed, who asks you for funny pictures instead of nudes, and take a man who loves your heart, not your body.
Every interaction you have with someone shapes their future relationships. The way you treat women after intimacy affects how they'll approach vulnerability with the next person they meet. Do you want to be someone who makes them more open and trusting, or someone who makes them more guarded and cautious? The men who understand this create ripple effects of positive experiences. They become known for being trustworthy, emotionally mature, and genuinely caring. Word spreads about guys like this, and they find themselves with better relationships, more meaningful connections, and deeper satisfaction in their romantic life. Remember, these three actions, creating emotional safety, communicating openly, and following through consistently, aren't just techniques to use once and forget. They're habits that need to become part of who you are as a person. The goal isn't just to impress one woman or have better experiences in the moment. The goal is to become the kind of man who naturally creates safe, respectful, and meaningful connections with others. When you do this consistently, everything else in your romantic life improves dramatically. So take these three principles seriously. Practice them not because you want something in return, but because they represent the kind of person you want to be. That's when real transformation happens, and that's when you start attracting the kind of relationships that actually fulfill you.